Alright, the previous Elegoo Mars, which was just Pro, had a big issue. The main motor was broken. So, sorry about the door. So there was nothing I could do. There's no repair pieces online. It had a particular Z-axis that I couldn't get anywhere, and the previous motors that were the same type, well, similar type that I had, were a bit smaller, and I don't actually have them with me there at my old house. So the only thing I could do is return it. So I returned it, and I bought the Elegoo Mars 2 Pro, which is slightly bigger and much faster apparently. The other one was really taking a long time to make small prints. So we'll have a look at how this one works, if it's all the fuss about it is justified, and hopefully this one won't break again, because I'm not buying another replacement printer from Elegoo Mars if this one breaks too. It means that there's a tendency for them to break a lot, which I haven't seen online, so hopefully I'm just mistaken. So let's open up this baby again. It's gonna be very similar to the previous Elegoo Mars, just a slightly bigger in size, I think, but essentially the same. Let's see. Big heavy box as usual. Oh, I like this polystyrene stuff. I can use it for my Warhammer stuff a lot. Alright, usual. This is a transparent plate that wasn't there before in the other one. The usual manual. The box with all the bits and bobs. Yes. Alright, so I got the little thing that I put back in here. Power cable. Adjustable side thingy. Transformer for the power cable, put it together, and all the same things. Oh yeah, the rubber insulation for the horribly smelly material that the printer uses, gloves, and that's it. Oh, they didn't put, or did they? It might not be a little beaker like the other one. I had a little beaker to put the resin in, but it's not there. Okay, pliers. Usual 3D printer blue pliers. Back there. That's opened. This I'll put it away as usual. I have masks, but I can keep those too. And this little scraping thingy as usual. Alright, so nothing new. USB drive with software. So nothing completely new, same stuff as the other one. Let's take out the printer. Oh, there you go. So printer wrapped up like an Easter egg as usual. With over retractable teeth. That one has smaller ones, I think. So I'll take that out. Remove the cling film from the screen. And unwrapping the Christmas present as usual. Let's take it out like this first. So, plastic out. Beautiful foam. I would buy this only for the foam because I need it. Well, I'm not that desperate, but yeah. Foam is always useful if you're doing modeling like I do. Bigger plate platform, slightly bigger. Ooh, much bigger plate here. So it has also resin. There you go. Just like the other one. Remove this two. The other one. And let's put it back in. Right, let's remove a bit of plastic from the top cover. There's a cling film on this one too. Alright. Ooh, this is shinier. Don't know, you can't see it with the video, but it's actually a lot shinier. There's like slight roughness to it. I think it's to grip things better. Right, this one needs to be regulated. So yeah, that's it. That's your Elegoo Mars Pro 2. And forgot the insulation rubber thingy. Alright, so I'm gonna try, as I said before, slice some stuff up again, print it again, and hopefully this time the printer will not break down on the first print. Alright, see you soon. Alright, so I had some alcohol coming out from it because it has holes and I didn't remember to tilt it on one side, so I need to keep on dripping for a little bit. And I've had to fix a little bit the statuette with wood filler, which I'm gonna then sand and make smooth, because there were some mistakes happening. I mean, the prints are never perfect. What they show you on TV is like the perfect 20th try after failing a million prints. But this one came out perfect, which I'm very happy about. So I'm gonna just cut off the base sustainers that are more fragile. I'm gonna slowly just cut the ones that are attached to something I think is a bit more delicate than the rest, and then pull out when I think everything's safe. I'm definitely gonna break something else with. No one's perfect. The whip especially, this one's very thin. And this. These things are very sharp, and careful with your eyes. Still drippy stuff. Yeah, they tend to go in your eyes, and this resin is really sharp, so it kind of almost damages your eyes, so be careful when you're doing this. Keep it away from your face. Okay, satisfying cracking noise. Put this on the side a second. Also, this stuff goes everywhere. It bounces off whatever is not even there. Just need to keep this little piece on the side so I can glue it back in. Yeah, that just went somewhere I'll never find. Definitely have to vacuum clean everything once this is done. gets stuck in the pincers. Still attached here. Still a couple attached to a very thin part. Yeah, this was the little damage that I need to fix. When you're doing statuettes like this, even if you have little mistakes, like a little flattened part or tiny little dots that don't look good, think that you're gonna paint it after. I don't think there's many people that keep the statuettes gray. So don't despair, it's not the end of the world, you can still fix it. You've seen what I've done with the head and with parts of the legs that didn't print out well. Wood filling saves everything. There's some into supports that are in really weird places. Just be careful when you're making the supports that they're not in places where you can't even reach, and they make no sense because the rest of the structure is holding them anyway. Yeah, supports should never be in a place where you can't reach. And okay, let's fix this little part that came off. I did everything with super glue. It doesn't really have an effect, a cloudy effect on the resin. This resin is everything proof. I tried using a soldering iron in it to make a couple of holes, and at 300 degrees it was still not melting. There you go. And then the legs. So yeah, you're not going to be able to melt this, even if you want to. Okay, so the legs are a little bit more apart than the top. I'm going to have to wait until one part is glued and then glue the other one. Still dropping liquid from random places. So one part got glued, the other one didn't. Pull it up. See, there are always also little gaps everywhere. So wood filler is your friend. You know you're doing the right thing when the whip coincides exactly with the other little bit. Whip is going to stay like that. And the other leg moved. Never easy. Alright, so after a bit of dusty episodes, shaving off a bit of the wood filling that I used to cover up all the mistakes, and some warping that I'll just integrate as part of he broke stuff, we have an Indiana Jones full statuette, quite a large size. What is it? It's 1 foot. 1 foot statuette. This statuette will now get base coated and then slowly painted. Hopefully my painting skills have increased a bit, so it will start looking quite nice. I bought some nice skin color because it's very difficult to make an appropriate skin color for me. And the rest, well, it's ancient stuff, so I'm used to painting this and brownish colors, so it should be quite fun to do. So I'm gonna show you a bit later a fast montage of me painting it. As you can see on the side, I've had a bit of a problem with the chest. Everything else came out with the same size. The chest, for some reason, kept on printing either smaller or bigger than it should have been, and it's difficult with the software that we use for resin printing, because it doesn't really say the size. It just shows you more or less the size of the plate. So after breaking a few 3D printers, I'm actually waiting for the LCD screen for the resin printer again, because resin printing doesn't actually allow such big and constant changes. I painted the statue a bit rugged. It has to be a bit messed up, as he went through hell to get the parts that the artifacts that he's holding. It's also still a bit shiny because the paint is still drying. As you can see, there's a glass filled with paint I just finished cleaning from the brushes. And the camera makes it look a lot worse than it is. I mean, the face is not such cartoonish. It actually looks quite well made if you look at it with the right shadow, or with the normal light. But I mean, let me try and remove a bit this light. Nah, it's actually the camera. The camera makes it look a lot worse than it is, but the statue is looking quite realistic. I do apologize for the camera effect, but maybe, yeah, when you see it on the side like this, it kind of gives the right looks. So the statue looks like this. And there's a little drop of resin. See, it keeps on dropping resin. I tried cleaning it several times, but there's some like eternal creational resin inside. But anyway, this is the statuette. It's gonna be part of my collection of a few that I'm gonna make, and the next one probably Jack Sparrow, but this in a while. I'm gonna use the 3D resin printer to create a few Warhammer modifications that you'll again find on Etsy. and I hope you enjoyed the video. I really like making this statuette. Hopefully with a bit of practice I'll get better at this. But until now, well, it came out quite well. There was several pieces because the printer doesn't allow such large statuettes, but it's the size of the ones that you normally get for collector editions in games. So I'm quite proud of it, even though it's not completely perfect. It still looks better in real life than it looks on the video. And I'll keep it as a reminder of the first time I tried this. So if you like the video and if you like what I'm doing and you want to see more of this, please like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments below if you want to see more of this stuff. The printer down there is printing an Iron Man helmet. I'm more used to making those, so I'm going to give more details about how to make those interactive and with all the electronics working and shiny and well painted. So wait for the next video, which will be about the Iron Man helmet.